Welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be discussing Modern Wizard Hunting Project by Luma. Now before we get started, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled on this manhwa, go ahead and click off now. No worries, I'll catch you next time. Now, for those of you left behind, let's go over some content warnings. There may be references to child abuse, child neglect, death, cheating, blood, violence, bullying, manipulation, prejudice, religion, drink spiking, sacrifice, occult, and murder, as these things do appear in the manhwa. Now, if all that's good with you, let's go ahead and get started. As always, let's start out with a quick synopsis. Yizu is a wizard, though not by choice. Wizards and witches were created when certain individuals grew to hate their own kind, separated themselves from society, and made contracts with magical beasts. As a result, wizards and witches naturally exude bad luck on humans around them. Unfortunately, Yizu really likes humans, and unlike his fellow witches and wizards, he tries to stay around humans and work a job alongside them. Yizu even went so far as to adopt and raise a human child he called Chi-Chi. Unfortunately, Chi-Chi eventually leaves him, and Yizu spends the rest of his time alone, until a Chi-Chi lookalike appears at his job, except this lookalike is an adult man named Xingqi. He's the new manager at work and seems to know Yizu, but Yizu has no clue who this man is. What's worse is this new manager has no sense of personal space, and Yizu has to put in extra effort to make sure he doesn't catch any bad luck Yizu lets out. Can Yizu save Yi Xingqi from himself? And who is this strange man that can't keep his hands off Yizu? So let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. I 100% read this because of the artist. I've been reading two other works by this artist that are currently ongoing, and they hands down have the best manhwa art out there. Regardless of the story or genre, I will buy every manhwa this artist puts out. It's unique, and you can pick it from a lineup without a problem, which is kind of rare for manhwa. More than that, though, it's super clean and consistent with character designs to die for. Admittedly, this might be the sketchiest out of the three I'm currently reading. Even so, I've yet to see a character design I didn't like from this artist, and this is no exception. Unfortunately, though, while the art is fun, the story is less than stellar. The first half is the strongest portion, with Yizu unintentionally spreading bad luck because he's a wizard, avoiding getting too close to humans as an expense, and meeting Yi Xingqi. The foundational portions are great, but once the dragon is introduced and implies a love triangle that actually never manifests, everything just kind of goes downhill. I really enjoyed the dragon's design, and I was hoping for either a love triangle or more screen time on his part, but once he's introduced and there are some minor jealousy setups, he just fades into the background. I actually think he could have been completely removed and it wouldn't have altered the story all that much, which is unfortunate. It feels like a wasted opportunity or a red herring. However, where the story really falls apart is with Mai Mai. Her intents and purposes are nearly impossible to follow. She puts Yizu through this gauntlet with multiple opportunities for him to die or unlock his full potential as a wizard, but they all end with her, quote, saving, end quote, him. I say saving because, as it turns out, there was never any chance that Yizu would die. She had an out for him at every turn, which happened more than once. I'm talking 4 or 5 times at least. By the third time, I no longer felt any tension. Who needs plot armor when you have Mai Mai? She is plot armor incarnate. She also talks about this gathering of witches that we never see, and it's unclear what the purpose was for that in the end. It is nice and fluffy, though. Some of the kisses are unfortunately censored due to this being a manhwa. However, it's still nice that they affirm their love with outright affection. Yi Xingqi from the beginning was super affectionate and loving. He's very touchy-feely, which I love in a love interest. I wish the story had been better because I really love the whole opposites attract and star-crossed lovers tropes, which Yizu and Yi Xingqi embody perfectly. They were nice to look at, though, regardless. With all that being said, as I anticipated, I love the art. There's no question that it is some of the greatest manhwa art out there. However, the story leaves much to be desired. Everything is very convenient for Yizu thanks to Mai Mai. Many elements and characters are brought in and either abandoned or things are never resolved. This has a lot of potential, but just never capitalizes on it. I don't think I can recommend it based on the story. However, this should not dissuade you from reading this artist's other work. Their art is worth seeing as many times as you possibly can. So, have you read Modern Wizard Hunting Project? If so, what do you think? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you not? Let me know and comment below. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Bye!